Welcome back everybody here to Farming Simulator 2022. We are back on the Elmcreek multiplayer map, and it is the month of October, and we got a lot to do. We got a field of corn ready to harvest. We have a field of sugar beets ready to harvest, and just up there, you can barely see it, but we also got a field of sunflowers that need to get harvested. And we want to, let me pull up the calendar here for you guys. We need to get wheat into the ground today. I mean, we're at that point where we need wheat in the ground last possible month that we can get it in, and I want to get the wheat into this field. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to get a worker up here. We're going to get the worker started on seeding this field so we can get our wheat harvest ready, and then we can get the chicken feed throughout the year, but at least we can get a big field of wheat, so then we don't have to keep buying chicken feed. And then I think we'll get the header and harvester, and we're going to harvest the field of corn, which should be pretty fun and interesting. We're gonna hop down here, we're gonna get in our big tractor because I think we're gonna need the heavy equipment, and I'm honestly not sure what... Nope, not that one. Wasn't sure what door it was in, but we are going to be hopping in the Doutzfa Warrior. We are lucky enough to swipe this off of the marketplace for a cheap price, and it is going to do us pretty good. So I'm going to run down to the store, get all of our equipment purchased that we're going to need. So we need a seeder, seed harvester, and we need a wagon. So we got a lot to do, and not a lot of time to do it. But I'm going to get the equipment, and I will see you when we're done. Alright, so we're back up here on the farm. And I opted to go with the 6-meter coon. Nice big working width, so it should hopefully not cause us any problems with this. Down and hopefully, there we go, plant the field out nicely. This is going to work wonderfully. I'm going to hire the worker. We're going to step out and let him run. Like I said, it's going to get in there. It's going to plant down all of that wonderful seed. Everything's just working so beautifully coming down here. But it is a big field, so we're going to let him run. I had like 7 something on the hour, I think 7.1. But it is time for us to hop into the store because we have to be careful. So something that we're going to need is a trailer. And I think what we might do, I don't want to go too small, but I don't want to go too big. Of course, we can obviously go down that way. I'm thinking keep it like a nice simple 23,000. Should be fairly decent amount. We're going to go with this one here. And I'm thinking this, we'll leave it the same because I don't want to pay money for it at all. So we can purchase that, leaving us with 363,000. And real quick for our sugar beets, we are going to need, we can probably lease the equipment because we don't need to purchase it outright. So we're going to need, let's say 10,000 just to be safe because we're not going to be doing sugar beets again. So leasing it just to do the field and calling it a day should be fairly simple. So I'm going to say we want to keep it around 300,000 for our tractor, if I can, our tractor, our harvester, and header. So that's where this is the promise that we're running low on money. And I'm thinking that we're gonna probably go with the New Holland just because it's low enough in price and it's still pretty much the same amount. So yeah, we can go with the New Holland, save ourselves the money, and we can splurge a little bit more. Or maybe we can't, no. Well, you know what, the 6-meter header anyway, so that'll be plenty fine with us. So it's going to be pretty fun. We probably should buy the header trailer for this. But I am thinking, honestly, because it's just so small, we're not going to worry about a header trailer right now. Nope. Yeah, that's relatively small, so we're not going to worry about a header trailer today. Oh. Yeah, maybe we will. That's a little too big for the road. So let's see what we have in the way of header trailers for a 6-meter. The one thing I wish they would give you the sizing on here. Yeah, it seems like that's 6 meters enough. So we're at 37,000, so we'll have 27,000 after the sugar beets. So we're definitely spending our money up quickly. So we do want to be mindful of that. Continuing on further. And quick hypothetical. Can I connect something to the back of that? No. Okay. Put our beacon lights on because we're going to need it for safety. But we're going to get this up there. I've never actually used a New Holland tractor, I don't think. I mean, outside the time-lapse series. You know, that's pretty much it for the way of utilizing that kind of equipment. But it works exactly how we need it to. Oh, it'll do exactly what we need it to do. We don't need it to be anything too fancy. But I'm going to stick you guys on a time-lapse as we take this big piece of equipment slowly up to our field, and we're going to get our corn harvested. Alright, so we are finishing up our last pass on the cornfield here. It didn't take too long, maybe about 15 minutes, nothing too crazy for you guys. It's only going to be, I don't know, probably about maybe a minute time lapse if that. Or let that finish off there. We can turn that off. And we'll let that sit there for now because we're just gonna manually dump this right to the silo from the harvester here. We're not gonna worry about transferring it into a bin. But not too bad. It's about $10,000 from this field. And we're never It was never meant to be a field that we're going to make, you know, killer money on. We're going to definitely turn this field into, I'm thinking we're going to do, I was thinking about doing some sort of a vineyard type thing, but I think I'm going to put greenhouses there. Just for the time being, if we can get the money at the end of the season. Because I'm pretty certain we're going to break even just enough that it'll be somewhat profitable. But that's my envision, is to do maybe 3 rows of big greenhouses here, which is going to be quite hard because we're going to need to get a big tanker for water, just so we can keep up with all the water for everything. We are going to store the corn for right now, just because the corn is worth more money holding out on it. And we're going to close this up. We're going to be very careful, because what we're going to do is we're going to use that left side to drop the sugar beets in here, because the sugar beets aren't going to, and I'll pull up the price for you. Nope, wrong one. There. So we can't store the sugar beets, but right now we're not in the best time for selling it. We gotta wait till January, so we do got a little bit of time. That's why we're gonna hold on to them there. Same thing with the corn. We're gonna have to wait till January to sell the corn. But I'm hoping we make some pretty good money on that. And it looks like our tractor up here is just about done, which will be absolutely perfect. We'll hop in there, even if we have to do the last one. We are going to have to put a little bit of fertilizer down on here, but, nothing too crazy here. Yeah, almost done. A few more passes left. There we go. Let that continue running. Yep, it has 2 more passes left. So let's get this thing finished up. And just like that, we got that wheat all finished, put down onto the ground. And it'll be ready for us next year, which is going to be a good thing for us, because we are going to hope to be making money from this field. As I said, this field is going to be 100% chicken feed. So it's definitely crazy. I got a lot of money going outbound up front, but we should see a major return on that money in the long term. So all we're going to do is park this down over here. And I guess we got to figure out where we're going to store this. I think we're going to... Actually, I want the back one. We can block the stone in for now, because I don't think we're going to need that. Okay, so we need to unfold that. So we're going to go in the middle instead, where this would be a little bit easier to get the unfold. And then we're just going to put the hopper right in front of it. We'll let that come down. And I'll tell you right now, we are definitely running out of space in here. Especially when we need to sit there and get additional equipment that'll make this farm run most efficiently. And get that dropped down. Unhooked it. I think we'll just leave that parked like that. No need to organize it out straightly. But that is going to do it for today's video. Quick little video, but nonetheless, next time we get in here, we're going to get the sugar beet going. And then following that will be the sunflowers. Lots of stuff going on, lots of moving parts. But that's going to do it. If you liked the video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, comment, and as always, I'll see you next video.